Reduce all fractions to lowest terms. Now we are adding two fractions, 3/5 and 1/5, and these are special kinds of fractions here. They're special because we call them like fractions. What do I mean by like fractions? Well, let's get some examples of like fractions. Okay, these are like. On this side will be my like. On this side, these are not like. All right. Now it turns out 1/4 and 2/4 are like. But 1/2 and 1/3 are not like. So looking at these two fractions, what makes them like? They both have what on the bottom? So the denominator is the same with like fractions. Okay? So this is like this one. These are like because they have the same denominator. And you have another like fraction here. Okay? All right, it turns out when you have like fractions, you can add them, okay? And when you add like fractions, you get like fractions. For instance, 101 over 7 and 3 over 7, they are like, aren't they? And when you add them, you get another like fraction. Now, how did I add them? I added 101 plus 3 makes what? 104. So these two are like. So it turns out when you add like fractions, you get like fractions. You start off with sevenths, they're like, and you end up with sevenths. When you add like fractions, you get like fractions. And how do you combine them? You simply combine the numerators, don't you? Now, what do you do with these? Well, you cannot add fractions that are not like. These are not like, and you can't add them. You're not going to get 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2 plus 3 is 5. These are not, this is not how you do this. My statement that always works is when you add like fractions, you get like fractions. You do not add fractions that are not like. Okay? So when you add these, you get another like fraction, 104 over 7. If you were to say, well, I think I'll add these unlike fractions, I think you're going to get what? 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2 plus 3 is 5. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. You simply can't add these. So the only kinds of fractions you can add are like fractions. Okay? Now, when you add like fractions, you get a like fraction by combining the what? The 2 plus 1, which is the what? The numerators. Okay? Combine the numerators, you get another like fraction. So this is like these two. Going back to our problem now, these are like because they have the same denominator. When you add them, you add the 3 plus 1, and you're going to get 4/5, another like fraction.